How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, it is 20 past 7 in the morning, which is about 20 minutes later than what we normally start these videos. But there's a good reason for that. I went ahead this morning and had a bit of an early start, and I took care of the animals. So, the chickens, I got all of the eggs collected, I got everything cleaned up. I got them fed. I did fetch the other 3 bags of feed in the shed, and we're almost topped up with food with them. I did give the sheep some water, so that is all good. I don't think our sheep have bread yet. No, nothing yet. I cleaned up here. I haven't given them any food because they're pretty much full up. And I haven't used the bales yet that we made because I want to get the trailer empty first. I did, however, collect the pallets, so there's only that one there. I didn't touch that because I want that to fill up. And what I did is I brought the flatbed trailer over here, and this is going to be basically our cell trailer. So I said at the end of the last video that we're going to use this for a wool trailer, but we're going to use it for eggs as well because the pickup is now a flatbed. So whether we load them up here or load them onto the pickup doesn't really make a difference. So we're going to just stack them up here, and eventually when we have a full trailer and we don't have space for stacking anymore, we'll go ahead and sell all of that and hopefully get a good chunk of money. Right, so the plan for today, and that's the reason why I had an early start to get everything sort of going, is because today is a big day. Oh, that pickup looks good. It looks so nice now. It looks very, very similar to the old box-shaped Toyota Hilux. A bull bar like that was very, very common on them, especially where I live. So, yeah, I like that. Looks very, very, very good. Yeah, we're going to keep that baby for a long time. And yes, a gooseneck trailer is in the near future for this. I'm thinking about a 30-foot, somewhere around there. But anyways, it's going to be a big day today because today is seeding day. So I've been looking at everything and at prices and all of that good stuff. And what I'm thinking is this field over here is going to be only wheat. So if we go to the map, this field is going to be wheat only. And I'm not really sure what's got a bigger capacity, that or that. This actually looks bigger than that, but I'm not really sure. But this is going to be wheat, and we are going to sell none of that. We're going to keep all of that wheat for chicken feed, and the only money that we're going to make off of that field effectively is going to be bales. So because we're going to bale it, we might actually use that field instead. Yeah, I think we're going to use that for wheat because it'll be easier to bale than what this is. So, and all of that is going to be chicken feed. So the only money we're going to make out of that is the bale money. And then one of these fields, it doesn't really matter which one, we're going to do oat. And the other one, we're going to do soybean. So I was looking at doing something like sunflowers or corn. But the planter is going to cost us a good $100,000-ish, somewhere around there, second hand. And then we need to buy all of the seeds and all of that good stuff along with it. And, of course, the fertilizer that goes with that we need to do. And we also need to buy a new header for the combine then. And those headers are not cheap. So if we look at headers over here, the one that we've got at the moment is that one. So that is a 13.7 meter header. So let's have a look for corn headers. Something in that range. That is a 12. And you're looking at $90,000. So yeah, it's probably something like that Capello that we'll go for when we eventually get to that point. And yeah, I mean, it's expensive. It's very, very expensive. There's some 12.3s here, but those are for John Deere. We don't have a John Deere, so we might just go for something like that. Right, I'm thinking if we ever do that, we'll probably not have a sunflower header. Maybe eventually, but not soon. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's going to be too expensive to try and do corn or sunflowers now, because the header and the planters are just very, very expensive. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the wheat and the oat and the soybeans. So that is the plan. We're going to be using the Voltra for this today because, well, it's powerful and it's quick, and this is quite a big seeder. That's another thing. When the farm starts to expand, one thing we're never going to do is get a loan. That is sort of my goal for this, is never get a loan. But eventually we might need to start getting helpers. But I only want to get helpers if I am actually busy doing something else that makes sense. I'm not just going to sit around and have helpers do all of the work. What I mean by that is I will use a helper if I've got 2 seeders. Then I'll put a helper on one field and I will seed the other field. Something like that. I won't put a helper on a field with a seed drill and go do logging, because it doesn't make sense. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Somewhere along the line in the future we will start using some helpers, but definitely no loans. And I'm not going to use any of the mods like Courseplay or anything like that. I'm just going to use in-game helpers and that's it. But anyway, enough rambling. We are going to get everything ready. We're going to grab the tractor and we are going to connect up the seeder. We're going to get everything set up for that. I think the GPS and everything should be fine on that, so we shouldn't have an issue. Obviously, we can only use the GPS on 2 of the 3 fields. And yeah, I really want to get some bigger fields after this season, effectively. It's just getting to a point where it's like, yeah, the equipment is sort of outgrowing the farm now, which is good. I mean, that is a good thing. Let's open that up. And can we refill? There we go. But yeah, it is a good thing that our equipment is outgrowing the farm, because that means that we can, in fact, have more fields. Where at one stage we kind of had more or bigger fields than what our equipment could really handle. So, there we go. And yeah, that definitely isn't the case anymore, so that is exciting. And one thing that I am sort of thinking about is when we go bigger, I kind of want to go a lot bigger. And all I'm going to say is I'm starting to think big buds. I love big buds, and I think they would be an amazing addition to this farm. I'm going to hit the silos. And talking about silos, I know we're trying to put away money to move these silos and have a very fancy, nice silo area up on the hill there. But it doesn't really make sense because we can't even fill up these silos. So for now, I know it's an eyesore and you guys don't really like the bins over here. And we are going to keep it that way for now. Purely because I don't think it's necessary to move it yet. I think it's a bit of a waste of money. Soybeans, let's do oat over here. Just want to make sure it was oat that I'm after. Yeah. Right. So yeah, we are actually going to save up our money to get more bigger equipment to, yeah, basically be more productive. And rather than spending money on silos and things now. And the moment we run out of storage space, then we will... Did I lower that or raise that? There we go. I think that's on now. And yeah, there we go. Seeding has begun. So yeah, the moment we really start running out of storage space, that would be the time to upgrade. But there's no point in upgrading if we don't need the space yet. Like I say, we can't even fill what we've got. So I would rather spend more money on more equipment and creating more fields and being more efficient and, yeah, just basically putting more crops in the ground or more seed in the ground and making as much money as we possibly can, because then doing things like that just makes more sense and it doesn't really feel as bad because profits will be much, much higher than what they are now. But anyway, we are going to jump into a time lapse and we are going to get seeding knocked out. It generally doesn't take us very long to do seeding because it's only the 3 fields, and like we've established, our equipment is pretty capable of handling what we've got. I don't want to miss that. And then after that, we are going to be doing something different today. We are actually going to be earning a bit of money today in ways that we've never done before, which I'm very, very excited for. So make sure to stick around for that. How much money we'll actually earn, I don't really know, but it's definitely going to be something a little bit different. So yeah, that's pretty freaking exciting, at least in my eyes. But anyway, for now, we are going to get this field knocked out, and then obviously the other 2 as well. Can't really see much through those trees. And yeah, this one is going to take a while. The rest not so bad because they're just straight up and down. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, that is seeding complete, and to be honest, we can definitely do with some more fields. That went very, very quickly actually. So yeah, definitely something that we're going to look into, but for now, that is job done. I'm sure very soon they're going to be filled with weeds, so we'll have to take care of that. And I'm not really sure if we're going to need another application of fertilizer. We'll have to keep an eye on the precision farming tab for that. But what we're going to do is we are going to grab the pickup truck and we are going to head up to the shop, because sitting in a tractor seeding with GPS activated, there's not that much to do. And what I did to keep myself busy is I made some phone calls, and one of them was our local shop, our equipment shop, and I was inquiring about a gooseneck trailer. So they did have some in stock, and the one that I was very, very interested in, I ended up buying, which is a 30-foot, which is exactly what I wanted, gooseneck, and it is brand new. So I was hoping for something secondhand, but there was nothing available, and they said it should be parked outside. They did get someone to bring it out. Oh well, there it is. So we're gonna have a quick look at that, and it is all finished in gunmetal, which should look kind of nice. I haven't seen this before, so let's have a quick look around. There we go. So gunmetal finish, that looks very nice, and they did say it's wood on top, which is very nice. And unfortunately it doesn't have the ramps on the back. So I was inquiring about that, and they said they didn't have anything with ramps on the back in stock, but it is something that we can add on later for about $2,500. It is the triple axle, so there was also a double axle available, but I thought the triple, I'd rather go for that, a bit more sturdy, especially for what we're going to be doing with it. And yeah, it seems to have another tow hitch at the back, so we can probably throw another trailer on the back there if we really need to. But yeah, I think it is a very, very nice piece of equipment. Like I say, it is brand new, and they only had brand new ones in stock. So yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was around was it $10,000? Somewhere around there, 10, 11. $10,200 it was. So yeah, not bad at all, and that actually fits the truck very, very nicely. So there's something that we need to buy still, so it'll be very cheap. Pallets. We need some of these firewood pallets. So we're gonna buy, I think, 4 of them. That should be fine. Those are 3,000 liter pallets. And I think we're gonna throw them right above the axles, because at the moment, as you can see, they weigh nothing. But eventually they're gonna be pretty freaking heavy, so I kind of want the weight over the wheels. And I know it seems like overkill to have a big trailer like this for some firewood, which yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. If you didn't catch on that, we are gonna be chopping some firewood, because apparently firewood in these parts is like gold. So we can make quite a bit of money out of making firewood. And we do have a couple of trees around the farm that I want to get rid of anyway. So I thought, well, we might as well try something new, which we definitely haven't done before, and make a bit of money out of this whole process. So, whoop, nearly broke that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And the trailer wasn't just for this exclusively, but obviously it helps. I think the other trailer that we've got would probably have a hard time coping with something as heavy as this when this is eventually fully loaded. So I want to sort of square that up as best as I can, which is not the easiest thing to do. There we go. Like so. Maybe a little bit back on that. That should be just fine. Beautiful. Nice. Just so everything is nice and balanced and we're not going to have any issues when it's all loaded up. So, there we go. That is our brand new trailer. And we are going to put it straight to use. Unless I forget to actually buy an axe. Where would that be? Miscellaneous. There we go. So we're going to go with an axe rather than a hatchet. Just because it looks cool. There we go. $150. I mean, this trailer is pretty heavy already. This thing is sagging at the back a little bit. But can definitely carry a lot more weight with this gooseneck than with our other trailer. I don't think the pickup truck would be very happy with the other trailer with 4 fully loaded boxes of firewood, which would become very, very heavy on the tow bar at the back there. So, yeah. And I think this thing is just going to be very, very handy around the farm. Eventually, we'll take it in and we will get the extension done. Or not the extension, the extension ramps. So we'll get the ramps done, although the other trailer does have ramps, but again, it can't really carry a lot of weight. I wouldn't feel too comfortable loading a mid-sized tractor on the other trailer. Maybe a small one, like the Massey, but I wouldn't even go as far as loading the John Deere on that. On this, yeah, no problem. Although we don't really cart vehicles around a lot, so yeah, it's fine. Right, so tree number 1 is going to be back here. The animals, let me just take this corner so I don't hit anything. Take it nice and wide. There we go. So we're going to leave this just here for now. Man, those chickens. Alright, clean this up. Don't want to be working around here looking like that. So I just want to open up this corner a little bit. Sort of join it up with that. Open it up here. But that means this tree needs to go in. This is a big tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fell it right in there. And I don't know. I don't know if my skills are that good. But let's see how accurate I can be. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, beautiful. That was perfect. Right. Never doubted myself. Definitely not. I might have killed some chickens. I didn't think that one through, really. But it doesn't look like any chickens died in the process. Man, I nearly chopped that one with a chainsaw. And that one. Right. So that is cleaned up. Oh, and that is another thing that I did. Is I've got a very handy mod that you hold control and then right click, I think it is. Or alt. Alt and right click. And that can actually give you a measurement in meters or in feet. I don't know what's with the rope remaining. That's something to do with pickup truck. But that's fine. Anyway, so what we are going to do is I'm going to cut all of these logs around 1 meter sections. And, oh yeah, the mod sort of you pick a point and then you hold alt and right click. And that sort of sets a base point and then shows you the measurements according to that as you move along. So very, very handy to cut things like this in 1 meter sections. That is a bit more manageable, that I can actually pick up and walk around with. So that is pretty freaking cool. But anyway, I'm going to cut all of these logs up and then we're going to get to chopping them up. I'll bring the trailer closer. And yeah, start making a bit of firewood. And we're going to go around the farm, chopping down all of the trees that are a little bit irritating and in the way. Or just trees that are in a section where we're eventually going to do some development. Now is the time to get rid of them while we have nothing else to do. So yeah, all of the trees cut down in this episode is for a good reason and not necessarily just money reasons. There's going to be no deforestation in this episode. Only trees that need to go for some sort of a reason. Oh yeah, a lot of trees are going to go because we're going to make some of the fields bigger. So yeah, anyway, we are going to carry on with this, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, we have got 4 full crates of wood. And I'm hoping that we're going to make some decent money out of that. But before we move into that, we are actually a day later than what we were. Than what we were supposed to be, if I can put it that way. And the reason is, I wanted to get the ramps on the trailer. But it was already around 5-ish in the afternoon. So I just basically skipped through the night and got that fitted in the morning. And got going again. So yeah, the reason I wanted that is I put the pallets at the front here, which allowed me to put the Massey with the stump grinder in the back here. And move it around. Otherwise I had to sort of run around and get it every time and drive it around. And that worked okay until the logs became too heavy. So the truck suspension was starting to bottom out. And yeah, I had to move all of that back and I had to road the Massey back to the farm. But not a big deal, and it's fine as it is now. So yeah, the suspension here not really up to the task for, well, this is a lot of weight. I mean, it's 3,000 liters each. So yeah, that's quite a bit. That's 12,000 liters. I don't know how many tons. Does it tell me how many tons that is? And 9.5 tons total. And the truck is apparently 2.5. So yeah, that's a lot of weight to carry around, especially carry in the front of the trailer. Unfortunately, there's no trailer that's got wheels in the front that can sort of help balance it out, which makes sense. I mean, that, yeah. Anyways, right, we are gonna go sell this. And I'm not really sure where. There's a couple of places we can sell this. And the vehicle shop being one of them, but I'm not going to drive up to the vehicle shop. Oh, and obviously we've got a weed problem on our fields that we need to come and sort out. But that is going to be in the next episode. Not today. But yeah, I'm hoping for a decent price here. And like I said, there's a few sale points. One of them is obviously at the logging. And then there's one at the shop. And there's one at... I'm not actually sure what that shop is. It's the one up the hill there. The one that you can see right in front of us. I think it's Bales or something. Actually, no, Bales is further right of that. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a little sell thingy there. And there's another sell point at the root crop area. So yeah, we've got a couple of options. I don't think they'll take everything here, but we'll see how much they want to take, and the rest we'll go sell somewhere else. Right, let's see what happens. Oh, that was a big chunk. $13,547 for 2 pallets. Well, each. That is a lot of money. That is, what, about $28,000 for 2 pallets, and we've got 2 left. Goodness me. So no sell point here. So I'm guessing what they do is they just buy and resell with these little wood sell points. So that makes sense. I mean, it's easier to do it that way. Less profitable, but I mean, good for us. Right, here we go. 13,651. That is very, very good money. I mean, that is well over $50,000 for firewood. How? That is amazing. We're definitely going to be doing some more firewood in the future. I was hoping to just cover the price of our trailer here. Man, we might do some firewood again and buy a new pickup truck that can carry a higher payload. I mean, I love this pickup truck, but I mean, it would be ideal to have something with a higher payload. Or we could just build some sort of a dedicated firewood vehicle thing with a really old tractor and maybe modify this trailer a bit. Can always do that. I'm just going to park it in here for now. We really need some more trailer parking. In fact, we don't have any trailer parking, and I can't really see what I'm doing at all. And let's do that. There we go. Yeah, we'll just throw it in there for now. Maybe not that close to the weight, because the tractor won't be able to get that out when we need it. There we go. That'll be fine just there. That is a lovely, lovely trailer though. I really do like it. Very, very nice. Very adjustable as well. Oh, we can take those straps off. Like so. There we go. I'm very, very impressed. Can we actually see what we made there? Today, total. We made $54,000 on wood. 17,000 on our property income, which is perfectly fine. That is, oh, that's a good payday. That is a very, very good payday. I mean, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of wood cutting. You guys didn't probably even see half of it. And yeah. Oh, that's something that I wanted to show you guys while we were up there, but I forgot. But I'll show you in the next episode, if I remember, is all of the trees that we planted behind the sort of forest there are growing beautifully. I mean, it's looking really, really, really nice. So, yeah, I'll go show you guys that at some point. And, yeah, other than that, we need to sort out these weeds in the next episode. And, yeah, we've got a decent weeder for that. We might maybe look into a bigger one, because if we're going to be growing fields and getting more fields, weeds isn't something that I really want to mess around with. So maybe let's have a quick look. One of those things that I want to get done as quick as possible. So I think this is what we've got at the moment. 120 horsepower, 15.2 meters. No, we've got this. We've got a 12 meter. 95 horsepower, 12 meter. This is 120 horsepower, 15 meter. 350 horsepower, 12 kilometers, 21 meter. That is insane. 350 horsepower. What is our tractor? I think we've got, what, about 260 in the Valtra? 250. Alright. So that's going to take a pretty beefy tractor to pull that. 350 horsepower is a lot. Dang it. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be doing that anytime soon. But maybe the slightly bigger one. I mean, everything helps and it's not that expensive. Especially if we trade in the one that we've already got. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you all next time.